The GCN presenters know a fair bit about bikes, well, if we're being kind, but it's safe to say they don't know a lot about women. So I'm here to help them out with a common question. Do women need women-specific bikes, and what actually is the difference? Different bikes from different manufacturers vary often, with generally the frame size being a different geometry. Women tend to have longer legs and a shorter torso, and the bikes look to reflect this by having a shorter reach from the saddle to the handlebars. Not only the frame size is different, but the components are often different. With a proportionally shorter, smaller body, women often have a smaller stem and narrow handlebars to suit the narrower shoulders. The reach to the bars, so here to here, often tends to be different, making the hoods a lot more comfortable and a lot easier access to your gear shifters and crucially your brakes. And then finally, women's specific bikes tend to have shorter cranks and, more importantly, a specific saddle. So, back to the initial question. Do you really need a women's specific bike? Well, the honest answer is it actually depends. I raced almost every season on a men's bike, but I can see how some women would really benefit from having a women's specific bike. Let's face it, everybody uses different shapes, different sizes, regardless of gender. So you need a bike that basically just fits, and that may be a women's specific bike. Changing your components can be beneficial if you're a smaller rider, just like a taller rider might change their crank length or the bar width. Basically, all bikes can be tailored to fit, but if you can do this process before you hand over your hard-earned money, then all the better. So, do you really need one? Not necessarily, but the likelihood is that a women's specific bike may well fit you better. But more importantly, more and more women now are getting into cycling, and if a women's specific bike can encourage people to take up the sport, then it's definitely a good thing, and I think a women's specific bike certainly fits into that category. Whether it's the colour or just knowing that thought and consideration has gone into making a bike more suitable for us, if it makes cycling more accessible for women, then that's certainly a good thing. You just have to hope that your local bike shop doesn't just assume you need a women's specific bike because you're a woman. Like I said earlier, you just need a bike that fits, so only experience will tell what fits you best and what doesn't. So I said earlier, the guys don't know that much about women, but they do know a fair bit about cycling, so if you haven't already subscribed, you can subscribe now by clicking on the globe.
Thanks, Lucy, I think. We've got two more videos which we think might be relevant right now. In the top corner just up there is how to make yourself more comfortable on the bike, and in the bottom corner is a video where we show you how to choose your handlebars.